We got chips. We got chips.
Some kind of spicy Doritos chips, and they are.
Salsa verde.
All right. It's early. We'll wait a few minutes for people to come in.
Sure. But because it's good for those watching later, this is us live with no spoilers right after we finished our bourbon shootout, our barrel proof 16-bottle barrel proof bourbon shootout. Yes?
Got to get me some more water.
Sure.
Just in case. But yeah, we did the other day, Monday?
Yeah, we did 3.
We did 3. Was it Monday? Mm-hmm. Yeah, because we were off, weren't we? We did 3 brackets.
MLK.
And we had the 4th bracket and the championship bracket to do, which we just did.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. We got greetings from the bird dog and the big dog in Cocoa Beach. Or is it Cocoa Beach?
I would say Cocoa.
It is. I'm just using my preference for Cocoa.
Yeah.
We
went to a coffee shop one time and Bart ordered a cafe mocha cocoa.
I wanted a cafe mocha cocoa.
And you ordered it cocoa.
And she was like, we'll give you cocoa style.
Coca?
Yeah. She liked me though. The bird dog picked up y'all's vibe. I swear. He's a supernatural being. Whoop. You know where the off button is? Far left in the numbers. Turns out you read English.
It says power.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
All right, so I do have from our championship bracket right here.
Right. Oh,
Bart downed all of his.
I have my second in final, which we cannot reveal, and I even removed the sticker. See, you still got the sticker, which may say something.
No, because I'm not going to reveal anything.
Okay. So I've said this is number 2, but I removed the sticker. That way nobody even knows what I'm talking about.
Once
we'll
give everybody a few minutes and we'll go through the bottles that we had. Now, this is a blend. This was all the leftovers. There's 2 bottles. We had enough almost to mix.
Mm-hmm. We made like an infinity bottle, but it's really called our leftover bottle.
Yeah, all the different bottles that we use.
This has a circle of granite in the top, which keeps it weighted, but the cork doesn't seal real well. So we're not sure, or I'm not sure, if it's going to evaporate away or not. But we'll see. I love this bottle. It was in Elisa.
That, yeah.
You think it would just evaporate?
Yeah. I mean, they've had sealed bottles that over time evaporate. So yeah.
Sealed?
Yeah.
I may put some of that paraffin wax on it.
Paraffin. All right, so let's just real quick. We've given everybody. Let's see who all's with us, and we got a not lectured. What do we get? Kind of a nasty comment from somebody that thought we shouldn't be doing roll call.
One individual said we can read English, MFer. Okay, they didn't throw in MFer.
They said, "What were you, a second grade teacher?"
Yeah, what are you, some kind of?
But we know that Big Dog and Bird Dog like it when we say who's tuning in.
Everybody likes it.
Big Dog is there.
People like to hear their names.
Yep. Whiskey Lover is here. Anuj Manuja. Hoyt Hempill is here. Peter Wilcox. Furry Wookie. Mash and Drum. Jason.
I want to say Furry Wookie a second time.
Jason Coates is here. He's a fellow Kansan.
He's a Kansan.
Witchmaster is here.
Wow.
Big Dog. Steve A. Eric Waite. What's up, Eric? Juan Quintanilla. Daniel Vermas. Claire the Third wants to know if Stag Jr.
Daniel's
won.
A fellow Jordan Peterson fan.
You're not going to get any spoilers, Claire. Nope. So if you're looking for spoilers.
Nope. You just say terrible.
Well, I mean, we'll talk it up a little
We'll talk it up, but you will be stunned in the finale. I will tell you that. We were.
I think it's, it was expected.
Stunned? Okay. You knew I was stunned.
Steve A, Michael Medina, Chris Banks Wildlife, Larry Fairbanks, Benjamin Eves.
I like how you did that, by the way.
What?
You put in what I like to call fog of war. Nobody quite knows what we're talking about. Stunned, you expected it. I did not.
Maybe it's a misdirect.
It could be. That's what I'm saying, though. Fog of war.
On your part.
Totally.
My part.
I'm misdirect. I'm wearing a manga. It says one thing, means another.
let's look at. So here's the 16 bottles that we've had, and you guys that are watching are the first ones to know we haven't put this out.
Getting secret information.
We had we did 16 bottle barrel proof bourbon shootout.
Daniel,
okay.
Thank you, Daniel. Yeah.
Elijah Craig barrel proof and old bottling at 68%.
68, the old bottling.
We had Elijah Craig barrel proof, the newest release that we've seen, B519.
And what I call the coffin bottle.
61.1%. We had Stag Junior batch 13,
Stunner.
64.2%.
Stunner, very impressed.
E.H. Taylor barrel strength. Now, this was, I believe, last year's bottling at 64.05%.
Powerful.
The new 1792 full proof at 62.5%.
Good name. Feels patriotic.
Wild Turkey rare breed, 58.4.
It's a turkey.
And the next one's not a bourbon, but you know what? We threw it in there anyway. I threw it in there anyway.
You did, because it turned out I didn't even know really what you had in there. What is it?
Jack Daniel's single barrel
That'll
barrel
trigger.
proof.
That will trigger some people. We
call it
this
the double.
We.
Yeah.
Would you say we?
Yeah.
We call it the double barrel.
The double single barrel proof Jack Daniels.
Better known as the double barrel.
When we did the bourbon shootout, one of the first ones we did, we included Jack Daniels.
Old number 7.
We got a lot of comments.
A lot of hate.
Not even a bourbon.
No. Technically, under the rules, it is.
Technically,
just has an extra
it's a
process.
So we included Jack Daniels.
I
included.
Knowing. Yeah, you included it knowing it would trigger.
Yeah.
I think you were picking a fight.
Yeah. Bart was completely blind. He didn't know what bottles I had in here.
Or 3 of them, I think.
You knew I had
out of the
2.
16.
Yeah.
ECB.
Well, the next one, Iron Root Promethean.
I knew that was in there.
I thought we had a Harbinger, which we didn't. So we had a Promethean, which we threw in. This is the lowest ABV one, 51.5% ABV. We had Maker's Mark cask strength at 54.8%.
Good one.
Four Roses OESQ.
Anytime you got an
bourbon.
O, an E, or a Q, you know it's good.
56.9%. We had a Knob Creek store pick at 60%, just to replicate I didn't go out and buy a new Knob Creek. We had store picks are available everywhere.
Yeah, in the wild store picks.
Mm-hmm. Jefferson's Ocean Voyage. We had cask strength at 56%.
Anything that's been on an ocean voyage should be on the list.
We had Russell's Reserve single barrel at 55%.
We like Russell.
Booker's 19-1 Teresa's batch, 62.95%.
You have to, and that proof stands on its own.
Mm-hmm. Old Ezra 7-year barrel strength, 58.5%.
Recently reviewed, really stood out.
And a Baker's at 53.5%.
And I think that one we still have on to do a standalone review, right? We should. Okay, for this, we picked up Wild Turkey Rare Breed, which we had not had for a long time. We should re-review it. I agree.
The new 1792 full proof, we haven't. We did a quick look at it last year's or 2 years ago. That would be a good one to redo.
Okay.
We picked up the Baker's, which we've never done, so we should do that one.
Right.
And Booker's 19-1 Teresa's batch. The first batch from last year.
I've got an old Booker's right there.
But so that was the 16 bottles in our barrel strength.
And you are the first to actually know what they are. Now, when the shootout begins, of course, they'll be listed. You present here or watching now are the first ones to hear the actual 16 bottle run that's involved. Mm-hmm. So I still like that I've got my own version of an infinity bottle from that group. We combine them all into bottles, and we each come away with a bottle at about that much that is literally listed as the 2020. I have barrel proof, but that tells me that's our blind shootout that we did with the barrel proofs in 2020. In case you
But
didn't know.
we had 2 of those. I got one. You got one. That's we
yes.
took all the same.
We've got
leftover.
old bottles.
Just
old
grab
bottles.
one of those 4-ounce bottles.
Yeah.
That's so. Most of you probably know. I started with 16 bottles. I pour them into each one into a 4-ounce sample bottle, and then I mark them 1 through 16, and I write down. 1 is Elijah Craig barrel proof. 2 is Stag Junior. I give these 16 bottles that are just marked 1 through 16 to Bart.
Right. I don't have the key. So then I go put an alpha number or a letter on there, A through, what was it, P? A through P. All I track is, hey, the number, which is actually, if we ever had a total problem, well,
you can peel it off.
Yeah, you can peel it off, and L.
You should offset that.
Yeah, I know I should. And because now I can't get it. But L has a green sticker under it that has the number, but I keep a sheet. That way we can verify L corresponds with number whatever, and he has the cheat sheet for it based on the number. Then even in the 4 that we have, so we both have the same 4 in bracket 1, same 4 in bracket 2, again in 3 and again in 4, but we blindly pour that bracket for each other. So my 1 more than likely will not be his 1. The 2, every once in a while they lined up, but that way we're not even influencing each other with our notes, and it worked great. We've got this down.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think so. I like the process.
I love the process.
A couple questions that have came in. Jason Coates wants to know, or Christopher Malloy, Old Granddad 114 in the mix. We did not throw Old Granddad 114 in there.
It's a good one. Isn't that just 50% though?
57. That's 57. 114.
Good point. Thank you. Sorry.
I didn't even consider
divide
that.
by 2.
It's not really marked at barrel strength, so I didn't even think about it.
We
had
point,
enough other ones. And I considered Old Antique Weller, 107 at 53.5. We about threw it in there.
You are our procurement guy. You've got like your finger on the pulse of whiskey.
Mostly.
I think you do.
Somewhat.
Yeah. I had a weird pause there. Old Weller, says Jason.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't been paying attention. I'm considering doing a live stream naked, says Eric White. Sorry, I made that up. He didn't actually say naked. He just said doing a live stream like this. I don't even want to touch this. I know it's so. My number 2 is in here, and it's good. The final championship was tough.
We found out they were all, of course, all good bourbons that made it in there. And only one. Fact is, we did line up. We will tell you that much.
We, on a few occasions, we lined up. And that's always a good side note for the viewers, because if we're lining up blind, it definitely tells you that, hey, that bottle, that brand is worth picking up. Well, hell, that bottle.
Mm-hmm.
And especially when we're mixed. So he's not saying, again, number 1's great. And I'm like, number 1's great. We both pick. And I think every time the times we lined up, they were not even aligned number-wise. I was like, hey, my number whatever is great. And you're like, I'm picking my number whatever. And then we pull out our key so that the fans get to see, ooh, they aligned on that occasion.
Anuj Manuja asks, no weeders? Yeah, we had Maker's Mark cask strength in there.
That was there.
At 54.8%.
Yep.
Not sure how it came out overall as we were going through.
We won't say anything. Let's see. Jason Coates says, Bart, you're less wrong than you think. Sadly, that comments back further, and I don't know the context. Although I'll go with the sentiment.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Comment. Bart, you're less wrong than you think.
Is Knob Creek single barrel 120 proof a barrel proof? Yes. 60% ABV would be considered for me. I mean, okay, so really anything over 50% to me is close to. We kept. There's nothing under. What's the lowest one we
I think
had?
you said
51?
nothing under 53, didn't you say?
51.5%
Okay,
is the lowest. And that's the Iron Root Promethean. Next up is going to be Maker's Mark cast strength at 54.8%. Or no, Baker's 53.5%.
I like Schultz here. Schultz says, Bart Bag, I feel you, brother. Feel you.
ADHD Fishing's tuning in. Hey, Scott, what's up, Bart?
Hey. Sniper's sipping some Ranger Creek 36 currently. I think he said he's lovely. Couldn't say if it was him or the bottle. Maybe it was the Ranger Creek. Lower in the rick house to where the alcohol evaps. Some barrels can come out 120 proof for sure. What are you?
I'm laughing at Jason Voorhees' comment.
What's he say?
Claire is one of the few chicks who have stuck with us from the beginning.
I like, again, Schultz. It's all in caps. Pete all the way. Like the way he talks. So obviously this wasn't Pete influenced. We're in bourbon land.
And honestly, I don't even remember. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. This was the championship. We went through and revealed what's what. I don't even remember, honestly.
They'll be coming out. They're starting not this Saturday because we've got the 8-year dueling Kilhoman's coming. No. Kilcairn's coming out.
Last year's and this year's 8-year-old cast strength. One is sherry cask, one isn't.
Mm-hmm.
And then
that'll be this Saturday. Then we're going to have the old Forester rye, which will be Wednesday, and then bam,
next
shoots.
So 2 Saturdays from now,
right?
25th. That's like
the Saturday before the Super Bowl,
February 1st.
The Saturday before the Super Bowl will feature the beginning of the
barrel
shootout.
Strength bourbon.
The barrel strength bourbon shootout. I think you should call it that. The barrel BS. Ooh, It's the BS shootout. The barrel strength bourbon shootout. It's just the barrel strength. It's the BSB
shootout.
I think it's the BSBS. If you go that way, I like it.
John McKinney or Steph John McKinney tuning in. What's up, dummies?
Hello.
But yeah, as far as the proof goes, OG Brick 420 says most bourbon is barreled at 125 proof per law. Some makers nowadays barrel at lower entry proof for more flavor. Yeah, and some people add water to bring it down before they age. Right. Some wait until it's aged and then bring it out. So I mean, there's a lot of variables in there. People do it different ways.
Let's see. I don't know. Quite a few distilleries use lower entry proof in the bourbon, says Coates. Daniel Kilcairn an 8, and he has a big heart symbol. I like you, Daniel. Again, that's the second time I get to say that. Let's see.
Brian Schultz wants to know when we're coming to Canada so he can break open his Crown Royal Cast 16.
Oh, wow. We've got to join him for that. We want to get to Canada. I've got a lot of board game friends in Canada, board game friends who live in Canada, but I want to get to Canada as well. As long as we come there in August. I don't want to be there in January or February. I've got a buddy that says, please don't come here then. It's brutal. It's brutal. Unless you like to toboggan.
The spicy chips have opened up the taste buds.
What?
And these bourbons are
you kidding me?
freaking.
I got to try it now.
Sacking. I mean, it's the bourbon is wow.
Ooh.
It's like, this was, did we just have this in the
what?
Tasting? I know.
Oh, this is like illegal. Oh my God. You called that. What spice is in the green verde
It's
Doritos
just
chip?
the powdered spice.
Oh my God.
Opened up the taste buds.
What happened? I feel like my mouth's on fire. Ooh, you might have to fireman carry me out of here, and I live here. Wow. I would love to get to Canada. We need to get with some distilleries, or if there's a big event. And, it'd be nice if there's a big, like, Canadian whiskey event, and they were like, we'd like to have you guys up there as VIPs. That would be cool. Can I self-invite us as VIPs, or is that offensive?
Sure. No, you do it.
So,
I will say, was it it was the championship round, and I had chosen my number one. I don't remember which one it was. I advanced it.
You remember, but
and I'm sitting there, and Bart is still debating his for what seemed like the longest time.
Yeah, he starts mocking me. Little did I know he'd been doing all kinds of faces.
Yeah, I'm like nodding off and stuff as Bart's going on about corn this.
Well, here's the problem. You actually ripped through your finals 1, 2. I think you were on 4, and I was still working through 3. And you had been like saying, it's going to take me a lot of time here because these are all winners, and they are. And then all of a sudden you're on 4. And then I'm like, well, shoot, let me try this one. And then I'm describing it. I didn't want to like step on you when you were, of course, still experiencing or describing. And and then you're like, oh my God, shut up.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently you made a lot of faces, which is what you're known for, is what I understand.
That's what I was doing.
You do a lot of deadpan.
Chris Andrew says, I purchased the ECBP a few weeks ago, and the higher proof really changed my opinion of bourbons.
Yeah, me too.
Way more flavor and complexity.
Me too.
Well, so the Elijah Craig barrel proof, not only at a higher proof, is also still 12 years old. Yes. A lot of bourbons aren't that old.
Right.
So you're getting a 12-year-old barrel strength bourbon.
And at proof.
Yeah.
Now, what's Ebhead talking about? Says, Bart, what happened? What's he talking about? I missed something?
With your face?
It could be. Could be the facial hair. Could be I've got this Van Dyke and what's being known as a Fu Manchu, but it's just because I got gray hair here. And little do you guys know, I'm going to start growing a beard. But I am still employed.
Mike G wants to know, what do we think about single barrel Evan Williams? We did that one a long time ago. And in fact, that was probably review number 99, 100, 101.
It was not right 100.
That's 100 was Kalila. But we did, because we did that one in the same sitting. We were in my kitchen. I remember. That's why I knew it was right in that range.
Great kitchen.
And I remembered the one that we reviewed was really good, and I had picked up one after that. Wasn't as impressed with it. That's because it's a single barrel, and there can be some variances.
Yes.
And there was. The first one we had was pretty good. The next one, so, and I really haven't picked it up since. But that was a long time ago.
That's what we men call a beard. Yeah. Daniel believes that Ebhead is calling out the facial hair. What is hilarious is the police department decided, because millennials are crying out for facial hair. And I like a beard myself.
They can't grow facial hair anyway.
Some can. And they're really in their heyday. This is the sad part. We're kind of over the hill for our coworkers. We are. And when I was undercover for a year, I had this beautiful, like, crazy Viking beard, Germanic Gauls type beard. And when they allowed this, I quickly jumped on board, but it was this weird gray, so I dyed it. And then I was catching some crap for dyeing it, which I don't care. But I thought, let me try it. Wow, we got a lighting change. I look almost washed out. It was better before, I think.
Did I go the wrong way?
Yeah.
I was looking, and I was like, I need to adjust.
Yeah. Now I look like a vampire. That's good. Yeah. Okay.
There we go.
So I quit dyeing it, and I ended up with a natural Van Dyke and a Fu Manchu. You shaved yours.
Yeah.
You gave up on it. Now we're going to be allowed to do a beard, but I don't think it starts till February. What else?
I just saw somebody said easy there, Daniel Whittington. Is Daniel in here? I see Daniel Vermas.
Need to change your name to Bad Bart. I prefer Black Bart. You're cycling back there. If I get past a 3-day shadow, I turn into a ball of itchy something. Yeah, it starts to itch a bit, and then you get past that. And then you feel like you're some kind of Civil War
Maybe.
general.
I think he's calling you Daniel Whittington. He's saying easy there, Daniel Whittington. You and the beard.
Oh, okay. Now I got it. Blackadder Bart. Ooh, I like that, Sean. That's good. There's Art Barg. There's Art Beg. There's Bart Beg. Art Bart. Bart Beg. And now I like that. Blackadder Bart. That would be a good pirate name. Very nice. Oh, I've never gotten past that. Tried a couple times, says Jason. I'm assuming he's talking about the itchy phase.
I was just looking, and as soon as I tasted it, I had one of my picks in there. That's all I'm saying.
Scott was undercover, and he looked like he should be in a boy band.
That was almost 20 years ago.
It was.
You know,
the best story you have is he started painting his fingernails and toenails black, and he got on the elevator, and some kind of goth girl got on with him and was digging him. Digging you. She was like, I like what you did with your toenails. And you were like, thank you.
actually, black started it though, but I had like this purple and blue shade that was better.
I'm glad you're open.
Yeah.
There's nothing better than being one type of person and then going undercover and pretending to be another. That's all I'm saying. So.
John McKinney, how many whiskeys are in the barrel proof shootout? 16.
16.
We did 16 barrel proof bourbons.
Now, Andy Wilson says,
Blind.
let's get to drinking. I don't know what that means. Sunday evening scotch. Scott picking up the goth ladies. Love it. She was, you know what? Sometimes they're super pale and vampire cute. Anytime I can make him snort and chuckle, that means I caught him off guard.
What do we got? Get some whiskey in here or something.
I've got it. Well, you want me to grab a different whiskey? Out of the blue. You know what I've been sampling on lately is this Isaac Bowman port barrel. I love the port finishes. So we're going to bring in a neutral glass. And I'm going to have you compare it with some of these high proof ones. This is really nice. And the way your palate is, you're going to love that.
After the spicy chips, though, and the
you'll get it though.
bourbon.
It's still holding in strong at a 92 proof. So it's that bad boy. If I can get the glare off of it, right there, and it's good.
Mash and Burn says that the only ECBP I've had is C918, and he likes it a lot.
Well,
he or she.
Yeah, he or she.
However, I have 2 Knob Creek single barrel store picks that are just as good, in his honest opinion.
I would not say just as
that's
good.
That's what we had in the shootout. We did have, there was a I think it's 14 year
a Knob
Creek store pick.
Yes.
60 proof or 60 ABV 120 proof.
They're good. I would not say just as good.
Yeah. See, and really the only reason I included that one though, and I did just because to save us from buying another bottle or buying Knob Creek 120.
It was a good pick though. They are good.
Is that the store picks really are, they're readily available. They're other, and I just wanted to see how it did in the shootout. So you'll have to wait and see.
Yes.
So there's 16 bottles. We break them down into 4 brackets of 4. But they're blind. We don't know what we're tasting. We advance our favorite from each bracket into our championship round where they face off against each other, and results are always surprising.
Yep. So this is Isaac Bowman Pioneer Spirit straight bourbon whiskey finished in port barrels, 46%.
That's
small
nice.
Batch, copper distilled. This one really hits a sweet spot for me, and I really like it. So It's got a lot of little wine influences that are
Mhm.
present that have survived.
A little bit of the sherry cask sulfur finish was in that port cask.
What are you guys drinking for the Super Bowl, and who do you have winning? I'm going to be at a neighbor's house who are diehard Chiefs fans.
Ugh.
I know. Their son is always giving my son, they're the exact same age, same class in school. And every time the Broncos won, their kid was pissed. So he's ecstatic now that the Chiefs are finally, after 50 years, in a Super Bowl. We're going to be there for a Super Bowl party.
I will give it to Chiefs fans.
Mahomes,
Congratulations.
Yeah.
You finally got back.
And Mahomes is great. His calming
They
speech.
they have an outstanding team.
Their quarterback's good. His calming speech, his leadership is top notch.
Defense really came around second half of the season. Of course, they had at least one. I mean, they brought in Terrell Suggs. That was just a few weeks ago. But really, when they played the Broncos at home, and we injured Pat Mahomes goes out with a knee injury, and I thought, oh, we got this in the bag. No, it's like they all of a sudden the defense stepped up. They said we got to start pressuring, the Broncos QB.
Yeah.
They got like 8 sacks on Joe Flacco. He was standing there looking dumbfounded
in
the pocket.
He looked shocked and awed.
And didn't realize there was pressure.
Yeah. What do I do? I'm the senior quarterback on the team. I'm unsure.
And we couldn't even beat the Chiefs with their backup quarterback in. But that was when their defense kind of really turned around. With offense as explosive as it is, a good defense, that's not surprising they made it to the Super Bowl.
Right. Kelsey's just
Congratulations
an animal.
to him.
Yep. And Hall is so fast.
But I was talking to some other Chiefs fans at work. I was like, you guys got to win it now. They're like, oh, no, we're in it, baby. I'm like, yeah, but you got to win it. You don't win. I go back to the Broncos.
The Super Bowl's hard. You should be happy you're here.
Yep.
Eric Waite, super. We did that 2 years ago, and it was super. Oh, that's Ebhead. Sorry. What do we got here? Is it just me, or did the dummies go splat? What's he talking about? That's Steve A. Okay, not just me. What's he mean by that? Go splat.
Where at?
Right there. I think we lost them. Did we lose connection?
Mm-mm.
Huh. Because he's saying, I think we lost him. Did the dummies go splat?
Oh.
So that's not just me then?
Houston, we have a problem.
Uh-oh. Are we plugged in?
Yeah. No,
We're just Wi-Fi-ing?
No, because I've got this is the whole computer switch up deal.
Sorry. So do we lose it?
Lost it, frozen all. They're back now.
Okay, because they said come in Houston.
Where they got it.
All right, slide down on the left.
Hold on. Highway 1523 may be a stupid question, but either of you LEO or ex-LEO? That is, it's not stupid.
No, matter of fact, you're intuitive.
Said it a few times.
I think we've said it. Active duty LEO, baby.
We both are. We did not say it for a long time.
We have not, but we should. This guy's run every special thing you could run.
Wichita, Kansas, both. That's where Bart and I became friends. So I got on 1993 with the Wichita Police Department.
95,
Bart,
first full-time
95.
Partner.
Yep, we were partnered
clicked
up
right away. Not sexually, but friendly.
Well,
you were just getting married.
That comes later.
Right. Big spoon. Big spoon. So there you go. Hopefully we didn't go splat on that one. If I tour Western Scotland, I'm considering renting an RV camper van. Okay, way to go, Wait. Does your feed show the red live icon, Jason? Quote, undercovers. What was funny was Scott was undercover for a year. He leaves the unit. 3 months later, I'm in the unit.
3 years.
3
Was there
months.
3 years?
3 months because we get promoted at the same time. You go sergeant, I go detective. I'm in burglary for 3 months, and then I go undercover. They were still talking about you unfavorably. Not really.
Good times we are, though, coming up within, I've got at the most 5 more years.
Most?
At the most.
Wow. At the most, I've got 8.
Well,
Most?
if I stay to max everything out,
Right.
at the most 7.
Okay,
but I'm
there
not
you
staying.
go.
No, at
Yeah.
the most that I'm saying 5.
All right. Because my
Probably
max
3.
or what my retirement lady said was your drop dead date. I go, hey. She said was November 2028. So 8.5. She said, if you go there, as long as you don't use all your banked sick leave, you'll be out of here with everything. Max drop, max pension, everything, 2028. So, but it could be 2025.
Jeremy over at Sipper Social Club. Check him out if you haven't. Wants to know, are the Black Glen Cairns still available? They are not. These were a limited
December
edition. They were out on, what was it, Black Friday?
Yeah.
I think it was Black Friday. They only did like 1,000 of them. The most you could order was 12.
Yep.
We ordered 12.
We maxed it.
And it took us, their site basically crashed because
Everybody was trying to max
demand.
it. Yeah, you'd think
We
they would
ended
have
up-
said 2,000.
We ended up ordering over Instagram. And these are, you don't necessarily need these for bourbon shootout.
Right.
Bourbons are pretty consistent in their
Yes.
color. We
And
found when we had them lined up.
You
We
couldn't
used them
separate.
anyway,
Yeah.
but scotches, and especially peated
Key.
scotches, there
Key.
can be a big
Because of
difference
coloring, yes.
in the color of the whiskey,
Yep.
which is where these come in handy.
Well,
We
let's
used
see.
them anyway for the bourbon shootout because we had them.
So the Beacon saying, oops, more problems, talking secret stuff and has to be censored. And then Dan E, laugh out loud, the freeze incident. So I don't know. He's police. The freeze incident. It'd be hard for you guys to go undercover these days if you ran into a criminal that was a whiskey tube fan. You'd be surprised. Most drug people are not in tune with anything.
Well, except for stealing shit.
Except for stealing shit.
Yeah. If you got a YouTube channel about stealing shit, the meth heads are going to tune in.
Yeah, if you were like, how to be a porch pirate and not get caught, they'd be like, I recognize you, JoJo.
Look at that guy.
Hey, that's the porch pirate A type 1 guy. He's how you get stuff off the porch.
Yep.
Yeah, they don't have time for that. Have we lost connection?
You want to know how to steal a catalytic converter? Watch these guys.
Oh,
right
my
here.
God.
They'll show you how to steal
Horrible.
it. How about a mailbox? How to break into a mailbox?
Yeah, let's
Boom,
get your meth.
We did it.
Let's get your mailbox and your meth. Yeah, so Sipper Social Club, meth it. Yeah, method! Except if you yelled method, it would literally go on for 23 hours. I would never stop. If I ever won't stop yelling method, you know there's a problem.
Let me see if I can pull
Just
it up.
close your eyes when tasting so you don't need the black lens.
So
It's more the pouring and the judging and the comparing. We like the black lens, quite honestly, because we always do. He used to spray his own Glencairns with this rubberized material, and it worked good. These are even better.
where are they at? Are they still down here?
Yep, I've got them somewhere. I think I've got them in a box over there. Yep, there they are. They're over there. So,
Did you ever watch Jeremy Sipper Social Club Baby Yoda?
no,
whiskey
I haven't
tube?
even watched. The family is going to get.
Here. I'm going to play this for you.
We
Okay.
haven't seen any
This
of
is-
The Mandalorian at all.
You
Is
have
this going to ruin it?
You have it.
I haven't. We're going to binge
Hold on.
watch it.
I got to turn this up here. So Bart's watching.
Low malty Mad Manx macerators, murderers of many bottles. Welcome to the Whiskey Vault. I'm Rex. I'm Daniel. He's a level 3 whiskey sommelier. He's a mooch. Tested!
Manga shirt, Dragon Ball Z style backwards. I love it.
Go to Sipper Social Club, pull up his Baby Yoda, or just
welcome to Sipper Social Club.
search Baby Yoda whiskey tube, and you pull
How
up
many
Jeremy.
views does that have?
693.
Nice.
Not
It
much.
should
Nobody's
have-
watching.
It should have 600,000.
But
That's
here's the other one. His Halloween review. He does. Jeremy does a little riff on the It movies.
Oh, those are good to riff off of.
I gotta wait for the
He's waiting to get
ad
past the
to skip
commercial.
ad. Here
Boom,
we go.
skip it.
So here's Jeremy Sipper Social Club and his Halloween review.
Wow, sounds scary already. There's a kid in a hoodie walking on a cell phone. That's
I'm
scary.
the one who told Bart to yellow test it at the beginning of every review. Yeah. Hold on a second.
A bottle just went into the drain.
Where's your nice bottle? Did you like it? Is it chill filter?
Goodness.
Yeah.
That's good. I like it.
Go check out Jeremy Sipper Social Club.
Yeah. I'm a fan of the Bart. Woo.
The
What else we got?
from the Mandalorian though was good. You had Ralphie,
Yeah.
Whiskey Tribe,
Yeah.
Bart Young Tested,
Just had my shirt on backwards.
Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z style. that was when I was wearing the shirt from shoot, I'm forgetting.
Dragon Balls.
Yeah, but I was wearing the shirt from what's his name that we met at the in Austin at the hotel.
Hmm?
Yeah, that was.
Oh yeah, he gave Eric.
Yeah,
Eric Evanson gave it to you.
gave me the shirt. Dragon Ball Z.
All right,
style.
let's wrap it up.
Picard sucked? Really, Malloy? Wow, that one had me intrigued. Wow. Okay. You need to do a review on Compass Box, Myths and Legends 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, I'll pull those out. Yep.
Yes,
we do have
now-
that. I do have that up. It's on Patreon. only, though.
Yes,
You have
if
to
you're a
be
Patreon backer, you can see it. He did it, but we're gonna bring that. Sorry, I touched him gently.
Well, no. Why are you coming encroaching clear over on me?
What are
The
you
mic is even over there by
What are you
you.
talking
Why are you like coming clear into the middle? Like I can feel you on my Ball Z style.
You can feel me on your Ball Z style.
We're even centered, but still, yeah, you were doing
Right,
that.
I know. I like getting close to you and making a connection with the people.
That's not what it was.
Well, you think I
I
was
don't know
just
what you're doing.
slowly? I'm just like, hey,
It was like
making the
our-
Bart show.
the first 50 reviews where you had to be in
Oh.
the middle of the camera every
Oh
time.
my God!
Like, what are you doing?
Hello.
I mean, literally, you were over this far.
Well, I could be back here and I'm still in film.
Chris
saying
Malloy
great.
says, "Do me a favor, reach out to the single malt review guys in New Zealand." Who's that?
Yeah, we want to go down to New Zealand. I want to hang out with some Kiwis.
Or is that? Oh, that's the name. It's Single Malt Review. I think I've seen those guys. Yeah, definitely. We'll have to do that.
Yeah, maybe we can have them on alive or something.
Yep. All right.
Scotch it. You Scotch gods. Nasty.
Later, dudes.
Ah. Cilantro. Dummies. Kill it.
By the way, if you guys don't know, apparently drinking from a bottle triggers people.
Triggers. Yeah.